Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Tech Eltival. So today we are going to discuss about the topic RNTI, NRRNTI, that is Radio Network Temporary Identifier. So before going to the against the RACH video, I feel like it is important to go through RNTI first. So in this video we will go throughout the all RNTIs. So let's start. So UV and the network identifiers. So NR uses the temporary identifier to communicate with the G-node B. RNTI is a 16-bit identifier, and its value depends upon the different type of RNTIs. And already I have told you like RNTI of LT and NR are almost same. Few are added only, but there are similarities. So below are the identifier as per you can say 3GPP standard 38.321, that is for NR. Now, so below the type of identifier and what exactly that means. So the first one we can say CRNTI, that is cell RNTI. It's a unique UV identification that is used for that is used as an identifier for the RRC connection and for the scheduling purpose. So for this particular reason, the G-node B assigns different CRNTI value to the different UVs. So CRNTI is used by G-node B to differentiate the uplink transmission like PUCCH or PUSCH of UV from others. SIRNTI, that is System Information RNTI. This is basically used for broadcasting system information. And SIRNTI, this is also of 16-bit length. So broadcast of the system information that is uses a logical channel as a BCCH, which is then mapped to the downlink shared channel, transport channel, which is now then mapped to the PDSCS physical channel. So now let's come to PRNTI. This is paging RNTI, and it is used by UV reception of paging, and it is not allocated to any UV explicitly. And this is also, you can say, the length of this PRNTI is 16-bit, and the paging message is carried by, you can say, PCCH, PCH, and PDSCH. So in the same way, we can say PCCH logical channel that is mapped to the PCCH transport channel, and that is mapped again to the PDSCH. Now let's come to RARNTI, that is random access RNTI. This is basically used for that random access procedure only. So GNODB MAC generates the random access response, that RAR, to random access preamble transmitted by the UV. So this RARNTI can be addressed to the multiple UVs. That is, multiple UVs may decode PDCCH scrambled by the same. Now TCRNTI. This RNTI is also used for the random access procedure only. So the same thing, GNODB MAC generates the random access response, that is RAR. And which is transmitted by a UV. MAC RAR contains the temporary CRNTI, and you can say the random access procedure like contention and non-contention. So during contention-based random access procedure, the UV stores UV stores received temporary CRNTI that we can say received in, that is RAR, and uses it during the random access procedure. The UV cell discard the temporary CRNTI value received in RAI during the non-contention based random access procedure. So the UV cell use this temporary CRNTI for scrambling of message 3 basically. Now we can come to a TPC-RNTI. This TPC-RNTI is known as Transmit Power Control RNTI, and this RNTI is basically used for the uplink power control procedure. We can see this TCP-RNTI, TPC-RNTI is assigned to a group of U, and this is basically divided into three types: TPC PU-CCH RNTI, TPC PU-SCH RNTI, TPC SRS RNTI. So we can see by name itself TPC PU-CCH RNTI, that is Transmit Power Control PU-CCH RNTI. Next one TPC PU-SCH, Transmit Power Control PU-SCH RNTI, and the next one is Transmit Power Control Sounding Reference Symbol RNTI. Now the next RNTI is MCSC RNTI. The name itself we can see like Modulation Coding Scheme Cell RNTI. So there is no much more description discussion on this. So now let's come to the next one, that is CS RNTI. This RNTI is known as the Configured Scheduling RNTI. Now the next one is INT RNTI. This RNTI is known as the Interruption RNTI, and this identification of preemption in download. Preemption means like it is a kind of acquired forcefully, you can say. So that is a preemption in downlink. So SFI RNTI. This RNTI known as the slot format indication RNTI. Now the next one is SP CSI RNTI. This RNTI is known as the semi-persistent CSI RNTI, reporting on PUCCH. In table we can go through the uses. What are the uses of this RNTI in 119er? We can see there's some mapping and of this with the RNTI and their uses and their transport and the logical channel, how actually they are mapped. So we can see PRNTI. So PRNTI, the uses of PRNTI is paging and the system information change notification. Transport channel that is used is PCH, logical channel PCCH. In the same way, SIRNTI, it is a broadcast of the system information. The transport channel that is used is downlink SCH, and the logical channel that is used is BCCH. Now RARNTI. So it is the random access response. It is used. The transport channel that is used is downlink set channel, and logical there is no any channel. Now temporary CRNTI. This is basically for the contention resolution. When we don't have the you can say valid CRNTI available, and this also comes in downlink shared channel, and this uses logical channel CCCH. If you'll come to know about CRNTI and MCS CRNTI, it is this is used for the dynamically scheduled unicast transmission. Transport channel that is used by it is UL SCH, and the logical channel that is used DCCH and DTCH. Now we can see CRNTI, that this is also a dynamically scheduled unicast transmission. The additional logical channel in this is CCCH. And likewise, if you go for the MCS CRNTI, it will be also for the same dynamical scheduled unicast transmission. The only difference is in logical channel we are using DCCH and DTCH. Now if you CRNTI we can use for the triggering of PDCCH, that is ordered by random access. For this no channels are available. Likewise, if you go for CSRNTI, this is used for the configured scheduled unicast transmission like activation, reactivation, retransmission, and this is basically done on the transport channel, downlink shared channel, and uplink shared channel. And logical channel that we are using is DCCH and DTCH. Again, this CSRNTI is also used for the configured scheduled unicast transmission, that is deactivation. No channel required for this. Now we can see the TPC RNTH, TPC PUCCH, TPC PUSCH. These both are for the, you can say, power control. The first one is for PUCCH power control, and the PUSCH RNTI is for PUSCH power control. Now TPC SRS RNTI, this is for the SRS triggering and the power control, the main use. And now we can see INT RNTI, that is the indication of the preemption in downlink that I have already discussed there. SFI RNTI, this is for the slot format indication in a given cell. Now SP CSI RNTI, activation of the semi-persistent CSI reporting on PUSCH. So this is basically these are the use and their mapping. So now we have covered RNTI in a previous video. We have covered the basic steps also. So now the next video we will definitely go with the rack processor, because small definition we have covered in previous videos. So thanks for today. If any correction is required, please inbox me. And thanks for today. Keep sharing, keep learning. Thank you.